Hello, everyone. Give us 1 second as people join. We'll get started in about 1 minute. Been set up. All right. Here we go. Inviting Katina to join us. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Elba. Hi, Jen. Angelina. Thanks for joining us. Where is everyone from? Here we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Hi. This is the first time I've ever done this, so this is pretty cool.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions throughout our conversation, if you're live, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. If you want to say hi, ask questions throughout, I will monitor the chat. So if anybody has questions, I will ask questions, and anything that anybody wants to ask, feel free to put in there, and then I'll ask them throughout the time. You don't need to wait till the end or anything like that. So anything that's applicable. We're really excited to have Katina here with us today and talk about just her story as a military spouse and also as an entrepreneur, and talk about her business a little bit and how that kind of got started. We're going to do an interesting thing today, and we're going to see how it goes. We're going to do a little bit in English and Spanish. So we have a lot of people joining us from our Hispanic community and for military spouses, and so we're really excited to have them. And so we're just going to test this out and see how it goes. We'll have some events that are exclusively in Spanish, some in English, but we're going to do a little bit different here today, if that sounds good with you, Katina. So
yeah, that's great. I'm going to try to go back and forth, so I do that every day. So we'll see.
So what we'll do is I'll ask a couple of questions, and then if you want to, say a little bit in English and then also do it in Spanish, we can go back and forth that way. And just for those that want to listen that way, if that works.
Yeah, that's great.
So to start off, like I said, we're excited to have you, and maybe just tell us a little bit first just about your story, how long you've been a military spouse, and where you've lived, and, just a little bit about your journey as a spouse.
Okay. Well, hi. I'm from Guatemala. I was born and raised in Guatemala, and I went to university in Savannah, Georgia. There's a art school there, and my now husband was stationed there in 1st Ranger Battalion. So they told I didn't even know about the military. It's kind of funny because I had no idea. I mean, the military in Guatemala exists, but it's just sad. So I keep hearing, be careful with the Rangers, be careful with the Rangers. But I was like, are the park rangers? What? I don't know. But this is like way in 2006. And long story short, we met 2007, started dating, got married in 2010. And then, so we haven't really lived in too many places just because of like his line of work. So we were there. Then we moved to Fort Benning. He was in RSTB, which is like part of Ranger Regiment, doing some other stuff. And then he went to the Army Marksmanship Unit. And this is where things kind of started changing. He was gone a lot. He was in the instructor training group. I might mess some of these names up, but and this is when the coffee kind of started picking up. I don't know. Do you want me to kind of intertwine all that, or first the story and then the coffee? How do you want to do that?
Yeah, maybe just go back, just kind of share your story again in Spanish, and then we'll go through kind of how that got started in your business and things like that.
So we lived in Columbus at Fort Benning. Well, we didn't live in Fort Benning, but we lived in Columbus for 7 years, and now he's at Fort Meade. So we moved in 2020, a month before we got locked in. Like
Mm.
Valentine's Day, we moved, and March 15th, Annapolis was in complete shutdown. So he works at Fort Meade. We live in Annapolis, and I love this place. I love this community, and yeah. So this is where we are right now, and I'll say it in Spanish now.
That sounds yeah.
Bueno, yo soy de Guatemala, nací y crecí y pasé toda mi vida ahí. En el 2006 me fui a estudiar diseño gráfico en Savannah, Georgia, donde conocí a mi esposo. Nos casamos en el 2010. Él estaba en Ranger Regiment y nos mudamos a Columbus, Georgia en el 2011, 12. Y ahí estuvimos 7 años y después nos venimos a, bueno, casi 8, y después nos venimos a Annapolis, que es donde vivimos ahora. Yeah.
No, that's great. And then how did the coffee, so you're one of the co-founders of American Forest Coffee.
Yes.
So tell us kind of how that came about. I know you love coffee, you're from Colombia, and couldn't find that kind of quality of coffee, when you came to the US. So how did that kind of idea start and then get started as a business? I know you probably weren't, expecting to do this.
No, not at all. It just,
how did that go?
Serendipity. I was in school, in art school, and I was on a full ride scholarship. I was playing golf. And so I didn't really have like a big budget, especially to go out and get Starbucks every day. So I really did miss coffee in Guatemala. I mean, I just had it every day since I was little. So I started bringing it with me in my suitcase, which, I mean, just a couple of bags here and there. And then when we moved to Columbus, like, people started trying it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And the rest is kind of history. We just said, okay, well, people really like it. Maybe we should sell it. Maybe we should sell it. And one of our good friends was the owner of Headquarter Nissan. And they were like our first like business that was interested in carrying our coffee. So we thought we were going to be a B2B business, a business to business, kind of like on the back end. But then my friends also wanted it, and we're like, okay, well, subscribe. Let's continue this business model. Let's expand it, and that's how our online store kind of started. And then it's kind of grown through connections. I did a fellowship at Georgetown where I met a Navy guy who started a nonprofit called Let's Chow. And if you guys are interested in starting your own business, especially like in the culinary arts or coffee, whatever you want, they have this truck that you can rent for a year to kind of test the waters and see if this is something that you really want to do. So yeah, it's such a cool opportunity. And I mean, they're all over the place. They have, I think, like 5 trucks now. I mean, they've grown incredibly. There's some trucks in New Jersey, in Annapolis, there's California, and I don't want to say more places because those are the ones that I know for sure, but they do have a bunch. So if anybody here is interested, they're all about military spouses, veterans, anybody connected to the military. So side note there, and kind of a plug for them, because thanks to them, we got to meet a lot of people in the area and start serving coffee at the Legion in Cheverly, which is more near DC. But yeah, that was a huge thing for us. And I was going to say something. I literally just lost my train of thought there. They also are always looking for fellows. Like, so if you're interested in like joining to, hey, I want to learn how to cook better, or I want to help out, or whatever, they do these like paid fellowship programs. So definitely check it out and reach out, drop my name in there. If you have any questions, reach out. I'll be glad to help.
Awesome. That's really great. Okay, before I ask another question, I'm going to let you do a little tidbit in Spanish again.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, we just talked about how the business started, right?
Yeah, how you got started with American Forest Coffee and kind of, those resources and just how it started.
El negocio del café se dio por coincidencia. Nosotros realmente no estábamos buscando hacer un negocio, pero cuando yo estaba en la universidad no encontraba buen café y no tenía tampoco un dinero para estar comprando Starbucks todos los días. Entonces empecé a traer mi café y los amigos, eso fue en Sabana. Después en Columbus, los amigos nos pedían café y decidimos abrir un negocio, empezar a vender. Nuestro primer cliente grande fue Headquarter Nissan, donde ellos tenían su setup ahí de café y nosotros pusimos el nuestro y nos ayudó muchísimo en esa área. Y después abrimos nuestra tienda online, donde vendemos suscripciones de una a cuantas bolsas quieran, así que revisen. Y sí, y ahora en Anápolis, por medio de muchas fundaciones, hay una específicamente que se llama Let's Chow, que nos ayudó a conseguir un proyecto donde pudimos tener un food truck para vender nuestro café en farmers markets y lugares en Anápolis alrededor de esta área y al norte en Cheverly.
And Elba is asking, can you repeat the name of that resource that you used for the trucks?
Yes, it's called Let's Chow. And I think their website is letschow.org. But I can, let me see if I can look it up.
We'll add it after this live too. We can add it in the comments. So anybody that's interested or watching it later, we can add it so you can have the resource during the replay. So, perfect. And we'll add that link in case anyone's interested in doing it. What an incredible resource. And
it is amazing. It is incredible. And they do it like the founder, and it's like the founder and he has a friend, and they just do it out of the kindness of their hearts. Like they really just want to help people, and they are amazing. So if you guys want to check that out,
okay,
go for it.
Yeah, that is super helpful, and what a unique thing to be able to take advantage of. So what have you found, just since you kind of fell into entrepreneurship and started this, what has been, maybe two questions. One has been a challenge as a military spouse, as you've PCS'd and, moved around. And then what is one thing that's been a blessing or super exciting or that you've loved, as a result too? So maybe one of both.
Okay. So as a military spouse, definitely the PCS, our biggest PCS so far, which, I mean, we've only had two. We've been in 3 places, so thank goodness. When we moved from Columbus to Annapolis, that was, we moved really far, and our business in Columbus was really taken off. And we knew the community. We had been there for a while, and we knew a bunch of people, and, my husband had been in multiple units, so it was really good. So moving here, not knowing anybody, that was kind of hard. And then to top it off, COVID and complete lockdown. And I was pregnant with our first son. So I was pregnant before the pandemic. So everybody's like, oh, COVID baby. I said, usually it was before, but yes. So it was really hard. We couldn't really see anybody, or it was hard to network. But we had a really good realtor who helped us. She let me take over her Instagram, and we did a live, and that really helped to meet people around in this area. So
and get connected in a new community.
Yeah. So that was a hard thing. Was that, and then a blessing was in my attempts to network and meet people and things like that, I stumbled upon the Naval Academy Spouses and Civilians Club, which my husband's Army, but they welcome women from all branches to join. So I joined. I served on their board just because I wanted to help. I had nothing to do. I was locked up. I was pregnant, and I was trying to grow my business and meet people. So I joined, and I found out about Dog Tag. This is another really good resource. So I'm sure you've heard about them. If you guys haven't, I highly recommend you check them out. They have this huge fellowship. It's amazing. Now they have another chapter in Chicago, and that's how I got my education. Well, not like my education, but I was able to do this fellowship in Georgetown and take this certificate course in business administration, which was so
Mm.
helpful. And they just have this huge amount of resources and people, and I mean, these are big people in all kinds of businesses that are in the board of dog tag, and all they want to do is help. So
Mm.
being like select, had no idea that it was like that big of a deal, that dog tag. And then now I like realize it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was really such a blessing to be able to do that like on the first go around. So
That's awesome. But it really
uh,
is just putting yourself out there, networking, like, just finding that community, even locally, and plugging
yes,
in.
yes, and you'll make some mistakes, and you'll meet some people that it's
Right.
just not. But yeah, definitely doing something like that helped out a lot.
Oh, that's great.
So in Spanish is una de las cosas más difíciles que estábamos platicando fue pasar la mudanza de Columbus a Anápolis. Nosotros nos mudamos en febrero del 2020 y la pandemia empezó, bueno, cuando nos encerraron fue en marzo. Entonces nosotros estábamos recién mudados, no conocíamos a nadie, yo ya estaba embarazada y no, o sea, no podíamos salir. Entonces fue muy difícil conocer gente nueva, pero por medio de una organización que se llama Naval Academy Spouses and Civilians Club, aprendí acerca de Dog Tag y con ellos logré hacer un fellowship en Georgetown y donde aprendí muchísimo de business. Así que esa es una cosa buena y una cosa mala. So I kind of merge both together.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
doing this. This is great.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend to someone now? Just any advice or things as they maybe have an idea, or they're kind of exploring what to do. They're not sure about entrepreneurship, but they're interested. Any advice that you would give to them?
Man, advice. There's so much out there. A lot of people are going to have a lot of things to say. I would say surround yourself with people that are doing things that you want to do, and always try to learn from the best. Like, if you see someone that's kind of, like, maybe try to find someone else. And always remember that a business works out if it is a win-win. So if you want to have a successful business, not only, obviously, yes, you want to be successful, but you want your customers to be successful. So just always put your customers first, because at the end of the day, they are the reason why you get to have your business. So that's just what I have based. Well, my husband and I really believe in customer service, and if you are not there for your customers, don't expect them to be there for you. So yeah, and it's so nice to give feedback from people, like, oh my gosh, like, we never did, like, I don't know, something. This was a long time ago, but the very first time I ordered anything from Tory Burch, and it comes in this like super nice box with paper. It's a whole experience opening up a package from them, and it had a note, and I was like, oh my gosh, a handwritten note. We need to do that. So in every order, even if it's just writing thank you or enjoy your coffee or whatever you want to say, just that's something that we do and that we want to continue doing, because I think it adds a personal touch and it's a way to connect with your customer base. So definitely connect with your customer base and put them first.
And I love that personal touch and just really loving on the customer just for that experience, So
and it's so much fun. Like, it's so much fun. I've ordered cookies from this one company called Rebel Daughter, and they sent a note, and I was like, yes, this feels so cool. And now being on the other side, like, it was so fun. So
absolutely.
Definitely.
Oh, that's great. That's incredible advice. So I'm going to let you do it in Spanish again, and then one more question.
Okay. Pienso que hay mucha gente que te va a dar consejos siempre. A uno le dicen qué hacer por todos lados, pero yo te aconsejo a cualquier persona que está queriendo empezar su negocio, es primero ver qué están haciendo los buenos. O sea, buscar a alguien que está haciendo súper, que está teniendo mucho éxito, que está creciendo en su carrera, que está haciendo lo que uno quiere hacer, porque todo el mundo todos hacemos lo mismo en diferentes formas. Conseguir a alguien que está haciendo eso e imitar lo bueno. Y la otra cosa es siempre, nosotros tratamos de poner a nuestros clientes en primer lugar y eso nos ha funcionado muchísimo. Así que si uno no le agradece al cliente o está para servir, no puede esperar nada de regreso. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so last question, and of course people are asking, so how do they get your coffee? And how have you set up your business, and what do you do, and then where can they get it?
Okay, so our business right now is online only. I just had a baby, well, not just, but now it feels like so long ago, but I had a baby 5 months ago. And so I haven't been doing a pop-up coffee shop that we do at the American Legion in Cheverly. We do that every Friday. We just found out that my husband is deploying in a month. So that throws a wrench on here. And I think we're going to have to push the pop-up coffee shop to whenever he gets back. Just with the kids and stuff is kind of hard. So, but we are always open online. Definitely check out our website. It's AmericanForceCoffee.com. Everything is at American Force Coffee, our Facebook, Instagram, and I think we might have Threads. I don't know. I don't even know how I feel. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know.
One more thing, right?
Yeah, right. And one more thing. So yeah, definitely reach out to us on social media. I try to check it pretty often, and email. I check my emails the most. So if you want to get to me directly, send me an email, info@American Force Coffee, and I'll be super happy to email you back.
Perfect.
And we can type in all that information later, right?
Yep, we'll put in all of this information in the comments. So afterwards, if you're watching the replay or if you want to go directly to it, we'll include both of the resources that Katina mentioned and then also a link to their website. And then if you have other questions, I'll also tag her in this video. And so you can message her directly right here inside of 12 Million Plus.
And we'll put a discount code for people who want to, I think I have it right here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm just kind of like all over the place. But we'll put in a code, Best Coffee, and you guys get 10% off. So
thank you so much. So we'll include that as well. When we put all the information, we'll, put all the information in the resources, the website, and then also the discount code. So we appreciate it. Everyone is excited to try it. And Erica mentioned that the Boost coffee is where it's at. So we do have.
You liked it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about Boost. But let me say what I said in Spanish. Nos pueden encontrar en online. Nuestro website es americanforcecoffee.com. Estamos en Instagram, en Facebook, todo con los mismos nombres, americanforcecoffee.com. Y nos pueden escribir correo también. Vamos a mandar la información después y también le vamos a poner un descuento, un cupón para que tengan un descuento si compran por internet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Katina, for joining us and just sharing your story and your advice and how you got started. It's really inspiring, and we love your coffee, and we have it in the community space, and everybody reads about it. So we're excited to share this with everyone else. And
happy. Oh, I'm so glad. I am glad that you guys like the Boost. That's kind of like, that was like my, I don't know how to say it. It was like a little love project I had, and I was like, should I not do it? I really want to do it. I think it's really good. I don't know if people are gonna like it. So we're still kind of like, I mean, it's out there, it's in K-cups, and right now we're gonna launch it in bags too. So it's I mean, I really think I get a difference when I drink a regular cup of coffee or a K-cup, and then you take a Boost. Like, those slow mornings, definitely a boost.
That's what you need.
I think I'll be drinking a lot of it in the coming months.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting. Let me see. Would you want me to type in the stuff, or do you want to type it? Oh my. Or would you like to type? Oh, Erica. Hi.
Yeah. Here, now you can see the comments. You can say
I
hi.
don't know what I just did. Okay, here we go.
But it's okay. Once this ends, we
Okay.
will be able to post it and share all of the links, and I'll add those resources you mentioned, your website, and then I can also tag you. So if anybody has questions or wants to talk with you directly, they can send you a message inside of 12 Million Plus as well. So lots of ways to connect, but just thank you so much for joining us and sharing your you and love all of the things that you shared, and excited to
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Jennifer. Gracias, Elba. Elba said she's nearby. I think I read that. That's so fun.
Oh, you
Jennifer,
guys might have to
175. Oh my gosh. I love this community. I want to say something real quick. You guys are, what you guys are doing with this is unreal. It's amazing. I love that we can have a community of women and military spouses that we're all on the same boat. I thought we were done with deployments. My husband's been 18 years, and why? Like, this will be, I think, his 9th or 10th, and I'm just like, no way. Let's be done with this. But we're all here, we're together, and having this resource. I know that I've been trying to click around and see, and just kind of vent and find a place and find resources. I think this is amazing. So I will continue to share this and hopefully get more spouses in here so we can help each other out.
Well, thanks. Yeah, it's really designed to be that community as you need it. You know, as a military spouse, you go through different life stages too, and there's different needs and different support that you have, you know, at each stage, whether it's a deployment or transitioning out of the military or you're brand new. And so that's really the design, is to come together and have a centralized place for not only the resources, but also that friendship and community and connection, you know, to come together. So we love that you're here and everybody else that's joined, and excited to grow this together. So if you have any other ideas, let us know. But
thank you so much, Kate. This was amazing. Thank you, everybody who joined, and reach out if you need anything. And I hope to see you guys around soon.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks so much.
Take care. Okay. Bye now.